It's a good thing we're taking this seriously. Kevin Kelly utters during a Toru Yano match. Serious wrestling, there's nothing like it, is there, folks? I'm John Renton with my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 33 Night 4 event with C Block, and she wants the D Blocka action. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the show in the comments, please. I didn't love everything, but I loved enough that I felt the need to do an individual show. Now, in regards to the next couple shows, one, I'm going to see how the night 1 and 2, 3, and this particular review do before I decide if I'm going to continue to review the tournament or maybe just write a few matches down that I enjoyed, because the interest just doesn't seem to be there. I mean, I see a few people tweeting about this G1, but I don't know if it's a suppression by New Japan. I don't know if I'm just not following the right people. I don't know if I'm not interacting with the right people. There's been some good stuff in this tournament, but there has been some stuff that has just drug it down quality-wise. Kevin Kelly on commentary, flying solo. Yano against ZSJ, and Fujita comes out, and he says, I'm wearing the TV champion. Look at me. I am TV champion now, and he's going to fight. And then Yano just throws Nakashima in there with his glorious Chia Pet hair and says, you guys fight. And Yano just says, no, I'm going to walk back here. And then Zack Sabre Jr. attacks him. And we get a lot of comedy. We get Zack Sabre Jr. choking Yano. He tries to win. Then he goes out to try and get him again. Gets taped up. Manages to hop his ass to the ring, where the referee takes about a count of 60 to get to almost 20. And then Fujita had taped the corner pads, on there. So Yano couldn't get him free to do what he wants any old time. And then Kevin Kelly says, it's a good thing we're taking this seriously. Zack Sabre Jr. gets scissors from Fujita, cuts himself loose, gets a triangle into a roll-up 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the match didn't last all that long. This really needs to be the last G1 that Yano's involved in, because this was fine. This didn't go too long, but the antics are kind of getting stale. Then Mikey Nichols took on David Finlay with Gato. New rule, if Bullet Club stuff is involved or House of Torture, I'm likely not going to even bother, because same antics that make the referees look stupid, and that just is what it is. Mikey had the crowd on his side. It's not that David can't work, it's just this David Finlay-led Bullet Club is really, really bad. Trying to give people a chance isn't the worst thing in the world. That's the lifeblood of professional wrestling. Give people, a fresh coat of paint and try to do something with them. But this was not good. David Finlay wins. Let's move on. Jeff Cobb took on Alex Coughlin. Oh boy, more Bullet Club war dogs. This Bullet Club and House of Torture stuff's going to drive me away from reviewing New Japan until Wrestle Kingdom at this rate. I'm definitely not reviewing World Tag League. I can tell you that right now. So, strong lads facing off. Cobb got a good reaction. I wouldn't chop Cobb because I would rather save my skin and my life and basically just everything about my mind, body, and soul. So, at one point, Coughlin just throws Young Lions at Cobb. Later, Cobb hits a nice drop kick. This wasn't bad. There was a nice combo of a catch in the corner, and then a belly-to-belly, and then a deadlift back suplex. So Coughlin managed to, have a good showing here, and then got hit with Tour of the Island soon after 1, 2, 3. Cobb gets 2 more points. Evil with Dick took on Eddie Kingston. Did they already screw this up with Eddie? Yeah, they did. I mean, look, I didn't expect Eddie to win the G1. I knew he wasn't going to go undefeated. I mean, very few have gone undefeated. My point is that this Evil stuff is bad. I nearly shut off the show here. Eddie had a kendo stick. Any Evil match is wrestling death. I remember when I wanted Evil to get a singles push, and now I instantly regret that and hope whoever is booking this stuff has the most miserable goddamn year, because they deserve it. Into the crowd, the ring announcer gets knocked over, more ref bumps, Dick gets a stick, and then Eddie sticks them both. More ref bumps, and then more bullshit with Dick, and everything is Evil 1, 2, 3. Did that do anything for Eddie? No. Did it do anything for wrestling? Except set it back? No. And then Shane Haste against Tanahashi. More like go Haste. Now with that bad joke out of the way, let's talk about Tana varying up his offense, doing a couple of high-flying maneuvers, but having to be more grounded, which is smart. He's going to be 47 soon, and his knees are about 10 to 15 years older than that, because he has beaten his body up helping carry this company. Shane Haste Had a good strategy, focusing on the neck. Tana firing back with a sling blade. And then the high fly flow got stopped. It looked like Haste might get the victory, but nope. Aces high and then high fly flow 1, 2, 3, and there we are. So far we are just clicking right along, and then we get to Aaron Hanari versus Shingo. Good shit, really good shit. Hard hitted. I was a little bit worried about Hanari after Mikey Nichols unintentionally dropped him on his head. Thankfully he's all right, but this was really, really brutal. They beat the hell out of each other. Shingo focused on the neck, very smart maneuver. A pop-up Samoan drop by Hanare, good stuff. They were, he hit a nice high kick. There were some nice combos, good back and forth. They were really cooking here, doing some great stuff. Even hit Rampage for 2. He was hitting some, trying to hit some of his big moves. Shingo was trying to hit Last of the Dragons. We got more back and forth, kick, punch, it's all in the mind. Combo kicks. Good stuff. The no-selling I could do without. If the no-selling happened maybe once a show, I'd be all right. But it happened 3-4 times a show. Like hit a move, hit a move, and kind of gets old. Kind of gets old a little bit. We get to 3 minutes left, and then we got a power bomb for 2. More combos, more near falls. We were down to a minute. We were under a minute. And eventually, Streets of Rage, a late cover. And I thought maybe we were going to get a kick out and we were going to get a tie. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Hanare gets the victory. Good. I'm glad because, especially after that scary bump, I was a little bit worried. But, yep. Hanare gets 2 points. Good. And I wouldn't mind seeing these two tangle again. They've had good matches in the past. This was no different. This was the match of the show, in my personal opinion. And then we get to 2 matches that were good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking that at all. I kind of would have liked it. Shingo versus Hanare would have been the main event. But we get Naito versus Goto. A big fight feel, as it were, or a big bite feel. I mean, they could bite and fight and fight and fight and fight. Fight. The Goto and Naito show. So, Goto had it with Naito's antics, kept throwing him back in the ring. Naito would roll back out. Eventually, Naito targeted the neck. Goto would come back, but it seemed like this was a lot of Naito. Just grinding down on Goto. And then eventually, while being unable to hit the GTR, it almost seemed like Goto might pull it out, but nope, Destino 1, 2, 3. There we are. And Tama Tonga with Jado took on Tomohiro Ishii. Ishii sticking his neck out. I kid, of course. Ishii is still very good. Can do some good shit in the ring. Though, a lot of this G1 field, and that goes for all blocks, they are going to... A lot of them, they may not be their last G1, but they're getting close. There's going to have to be a massive turnover rate of talent coming into Japan. People being brought up, people being signed from elsewhere, whatever it is, whatever you have to do to get, I'm not even saying a youth movement, but a refresh, because there are just some guys that just, it's getting time. There are plenty of guys that still can't go, or they can go, that aren't going to be able to go for long. It's really, it's not really hard to explain. It's just the fact that there are talents that need to stop. Now, the no sign as usual. The big superplex was nice. Tama kept firing back, hit the Supreme Flow, a Bloody Sunday. 5 minutes left, so we were down to, 3 minutes. 1 gun stun, and then a J Driller, 1, 2, 3. Tama Tonga gained the victory, and that's it. Tama Tonga gets 2 points, does a promo. He's going to give his best effort, gives respect to Tomohiro Ishii. And there we are. So, okay, a little bit of something here at the end. Because I'm going to be watching a couple movies, one Thursday, and I'm going to watch Oppenheimer on Friday. And that's 3 hours. And I'm watching it early on Friday. But I might not be able to review the Friday show individually. I might just have to pair it with the Sunday show. We'll see, because I work a lot on the weekends. If I don't review all this G1, guys, I do apologize, but quite frankly, I'm 50-50 on this, even though I've enjoyed quite a bit of it. Also, the interest just is not there. The G1 Just ain't what it used to be. It ain't what it used to be. Ain't what it used to be. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rethlin. I'll see you soon.